Takes a bit longer to load the game now as we get build more and more and more. Pulse Nobelisk is on the cards today. I'm going to start working on that. So I've got that here. We're just going to make one machine's worth. Which needs 5 Nobelisks and 1 crystal oscillator. So we'll start off getting the Pulse Nobelisk machine set up. It's got to go in this building somewhere. I think up the top here. Because I think everything's filled up at those lower levels. Yeah. I'll double check. It's definitely hoodie weather for sure, guys. Blood flow bombs. Is that what you call them? Pulse Nobelisks. Yeah, we're going to go up. Or do you mean the when you're cold, your blood flow bombs?
Having legs seems great. Enjoy them for me, would you?
I will later. This floor? Both. Yep. Why not? Alright, so this is currently... I'm not sure. Let's go have a look at what other things we have in the future. I think I've automated everything. This is I think hazmat filters will be the last thing. Iodine infused filters, which I'm making the gas filters. So what I might do is, I've still got turbo ammo to come, and that's also in a manufacturer. And also nuke Nobelisks. I'm going to make them off-site, I think. Okay, so that's 2 more machines. So I'm going to put them down so they're there. So iodine infused filter. We're just placing stuff in, getting rid of things organised. The last 15 Mercerspheres are being annoying, even if stagnant. Their locations are rather dangerous. Of course they're rather dangerous. It's the only place they should put them. But I'm only going to get, I reckon we'll put infused here. Because that will go nicely with what's there already. Yeah, because that's the filters for iodine infused filter. And this will be the, yep. And the other one was turbo ammo, but I think we'll have to do that on another floor, because that's not going to fit there. Nah. But I reckon we'll put the... Yeah, let's just... I'm going to do this. I'm just going to put this here. And I'm going to get rid of these ones, and then I'll change it later. It's just, I know that what that's for. And then we'll put okay, so the Pulse Nobelisk was an assembler. So I kind of want to get that lined up the same, I think. We'll get it there. Yeah, I'm due for another adventure, Gaz, at some point. Okay. I need the assembler pole. That's not what I wanted. And the manufacturer pole. That goes there. And then that can go over here. That's not what I wanted. Right, yeah. So this is going to be Pulse Nobelisks. Right. And then where's that overflow? That's overflow there, isn't it? That's making its way down. Yep, alright. Let's do this. That'll go to there. I'll do okay, that's smart splitting like that. Alright, and then it's heading over. And we're going to do a different way for this. Alright, so I'll put a smart splitter on the output of this one. And then I'll put it over here. Actually, no, I can go straight there, I reckon. Yeah. Actually, it needs to be there. Yeah. And that. Meza, hello, welcome. We'll go there. Now I can't do this one because I don't have iron infused filters yet. But we'll go, left will be overflow. I'll just do none for the moment. I can only do it in the signs. And then this one. What's happening today, Miz? I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, just chilling. Oh, I might have to unlock our Pulse Nobelisks. I may not have done that in the MAM yet. I'm about to start a recording at first look at Star Rapture video. Ooh, and your lips are sealed. Interesting, interesting. This would be Pulse. Okay, we've unlocked Pulse. Good. Pulse. Left overflow. All right. You're only allowed to say that it's happening. Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Good to hear you got something to sink your teeth into. That might be a bit high. Yep, do that. So if I run that down that way. Sweet. And that's the right direction. It's a... I've been enjoying the end of Parcel Simulator while waking up. It's a surprising, satisfying automation game. I have heard about it. There's a few games I'd like to give a try. I just haven't had the chance. I still want to get back to Dawn Apart. I was just sick while it released, and then I need to get back to it. But yeah, it's about 40 hours of gameplay. I do recommend it if you need a break from Satisfactory. Awesome, thank you. I'm surprisingly enjoying my Satisfactory journey at the moment. It's going quite well. I think too, because I only stream 2 or 3 hours a night when I get a chance to. It doesn't eat away at me. And even though I have been, I have actually been working, I do casual work now, and I have the opportunity, like I work, some days I don't have any work, so I could stream on those days for 5 or 6 hours, but I'm focusing on other things, trying different, working on videos and that sort of stuff. So yeah, what would you say? I'm being, the word I'm looking for is, something to do with planning. I'm being, I don't know. I'm just trying to, what do you say? I know what my time is. Conscious of my time. Proactive, that's it, Gaz. That's another one. I know what I'm doing, I just don't know what words I use for it. Pace myself? Exactly. Yeah. I made these a while ago, but now I don't like them because I don't like how it's not too bad if, let's see. It's the little bit of belt that gets added in with the Blueprint Auto Connect function. I don't like it. I actually think what's probably better is, instead of trying to do the Blueprint Auto Connect, instead I should just be putting them down and then connecting the belts up. I reckon that's better. Because what it will do is it adds a very small piece of belt, and then it's like, that's not what I wanted. And it adds some weird stuff going on. As much as I enjoy something, I'm aware of what my mind needs to feel good, and the aftermath of a long stream isn't that. Yeah. Yeah, see, I reckon I'm better off doing it this way. This is the overflow. Is it? Oh wow, no, this is super complicated. This one is. It is, isn't it? Yeah. I need to do this one at the same time to set it up. We'll just duplicate what I've got here. Guys, freaking giant spiders do not jump. You were talking about this a bit. Long gone are the days of 16-hour stream. Yeah. It really does take its toll. I definitely don't mind doing it from time to time, but it's got to have a reason. That one's going to be there. And then that is facing that way. Including the gassy green ones. Guys, they're the funnest spiders of them all. A stream like that is similar to things you enjoy at the time but pay for later. Yeah, well, that is very true, guys. It does come back and bite you on the bum. So this will be the iodine infused filters in the future. I'm just hooking these up now. I'll deal with it all later. I just want to get the belt work organized, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So that one is going to be here. So it's there. Yep. It might be that both you and I have things going on other than streaming. I need my quiet time to do all the other stuff that makes me feel good about the day. Yep, that's it. Well, I am working too. So that's always a killer. That's unfortunately takes priority. But I'm casual, so I do get some days off. And I would seize those opportunities. Or next week, on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, I'll be working from like 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. So if I get up in the morning, I can do a couple of hours of something beforehand. So that one goes there. The output's on the left. No. Okay, that one goes there like that. And then there's another one up there, and its output is that way. So that's yes, there's one there. I've got that one. So there's one. I've got that one. Where's that one go to? That one there. That goes. That goes to under that one. Oh, jeez. This is complicated. Well, there's that. I'm not even casual, but even when I'm between clients, I don't want to grow an audience that wouldn't be compatible with my work schedule later. Yeah. That's it, Mez. That's very true. All right. So I need to replicate what I've done here. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to get rid of some of this so I can look at it from above, because it's a bit easier from up here. Right, so that one there connects around to here. but I've got to put some so that'll go to there. And then that'll go like that for that one. Okay. That's the overflow for that one, which joins up with that and then continues around that way. Perfect. The overflow for this one is like that. It's too high. And then that flips around and comes in the front side of that. So that flips around. Oh, okay, there's another. I've got to change that actually. That one. That's going to go. Oh. For the moment, let's just put it here. And I'll change it later. 12 spheres left, Gaz. Ooh, exciting. I'll do that to there. Right, it gets rid of that. Right, so this goes to there, and then it goes to there. Yep, that's how it works. Yeah, this is complicated, but it works. It works. And then they're sharing it, aren't they? So they're sharing that overflow. So there's two overflow lines. That's what's going on. All right, we'll deal with all of that later. I just wanted to get that initial setup so then I could pipe in this overflow here, because that's an overflow and that's an overflow. And if I wanted to So this is here. There would be this here. And that I would want to maybe, that's the right height. I think I will get rid of that. And just do this. Right, so that's the overflow of this one. So I think, what would I have? There's Nobelisks and crystal oscillators. I might make this one the make this one the Nobelisk. And then this one can be the crystal oscillator. Right. And then that output there can simply join into that one. Are they the same height? They're the same. No, they're not. So with that in mind, I might just come... Well, you know what? I don't need that to be... That can be that height. Yeah, that only needs to be that height, so that's fine. And then this one can be that height. And that's the correct height of that one, and that's fine. So I'm going to get rid of... Well, that'll just go straight down still. Yep. Look at that. That does that nicely. Oh, that one's that one. So that will be... We'll have to redo this. Nobelisks straight ahead, and to the right is overflow, and then this one will be crystal oscillator and left overflow. You know what? I don't even know why I did that. Like, this could be closer again. That can be there. Yeah. Oh, I just did that in the wrong... Got the arrow the wrong way. Past Smokin was clearly doing this to annoy you. What a jerk. Absolutely. And I just clicked too soon.
Smoking 4,999. You can go eat a dick.
That's right, Mez. You know what's made this playthrough has been complicated but worthwhile is overflowing on all the inputs of production lines. It's made everything run consistently. It's great, I love it. But on the flip side, there's a lot more work getting it all set up. I definitely think I will do this again in the future, in other playthroughs. Overflow on the input, I really like it. Alright. And then the power graphs are all off because either your miners don't work at 100% or you need sinks that just suck. Yep. Yes, power graphs will be off, unfortunately. But I'm getting better. Okay, so let's get some supports in. I really wanted a straight power line just to make it simple to debug when issues happen. But yeah, it certainly does make things simpler. But as you get further in, as you know, once you start using the particle accelerators onwards, you can kiss goodbye to that flat power line. It's a bit disappointing feature of the game, I'll be honest. Gaz, I found the overflows aren't bad for the not so important stuff. I use Nobelisks and homing rifle ammo, and the overflow from that creates explosive rebar. But as I use the prioritized stuff, it focuses on that until it can send some to the... Yeah, that's it. You do have to wait. You can kiss goodbye at the first non-100% utilized sink. That is true. There aren't sinks a flat 30 watts all the time. Only when they're working, right. I see what you're saying, yep. Yeah, well that makes sense. That's frustrating then. Alright, I've set all that up now. Ready for some input. Now I think I still need to make some Nobelisks, which I may just do in front of this machine and feed into it. Yeah, I do. I didn't think of that. Yeah, let me have a look. Okay, so I haven't made my Pulse Nobelisks yet, and I haven't made my Nuke Nobelisks yet. The Nobelisks, those might be at the actual nuclear facility, those ones, but these ones I've got to make here. I've already made the black powder. Steel pipe I may not have made. What I might do is make, this is some spare space here. Yeah, I might make it here. We'll make the, let's put, that's 2. What's one more refinery? That was there. And then I put a, just in case I've forgotten a refinery I need to build in the future. I could, no, I don't want to squeeze in. No. See, 2 assemblers would be, no, we'll just do 1. One assembler here. And that can go upstairs, that can feed upstairs. Because that's smokeless powder. That's for something else. What is that for? One of them's for the Nuke Nobelisk. I think they're both for the Nuke Nobelisk. That's for the Nuke Nobelisk, and that's for the turbo ammo, right? Okay. That's what they're for. Okay. Well, seeing as I want my output this side, let's reface it this way. Yeah, because these are the inputs and my overflow is on this side. This is my overflow line up here. So we might do that here. That might be a bit close there. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. So what do we have here? Nobelisk. Alright. So that's coming down there. If that was there, that's not going to be set nicely. But if it was there, that would be the spot. And then as for the inputs, I could line them up here. Are they the same? Or is it one back? Ugh. I think it's going to be there. Alright, that I'll deal with in a sec. We'll have one here. And there's no reason I couldn't bring the other one there, but don't really want that one that high. I might do them both here like this. And then that's an overflow. No, our overflow is here. Wrong button. Right, that there. And then I'm going to put one, I can just do with one. There. And this one will be over the top. Right, that one will be our overflow. So there like that. There'll also be another one here. Too close, I think it's here. Yeah. Rightio. Oh, I assume these are the right distance apart. Yep. This is Nobelisk. And it will be at 50%. Oh, no, hold on. Right. No power. We'll fix that. We need our refinery pole. And our... Oh, hold on. One's in there. I think that can go to there. That's all right like that. Rightio, and then, okay, so this is put that there. Right, so this is for Pulse Nobelisks. And definitely these signs at the beginning of every machine has made a big difference to my capacity. Black powder helps me understand things when I walk past the machine and look at it. And steel pipe. It's 10 each. And then that will output Nobelisk at at 5 per minute. And then, so I need 10 black powder. So there should be down here a machine ready to go for this purpose. Cluster, explosive remote, no, it's this way. Rifle, homing ammo, Pulse Nobelisk. Outputting at 10 per minute. This is the one, because that's just sinking at the moment, not doing what it needs to do. So that, I can just, let's have a look here. We jump along here. So if I was to do it, which one was it again? This one. Yep, alright. So I'm looking at the middle. Just put that there as a reference. So back here, let's see what this does if I put that there. That looks like it could be alright. No. But what about... I could come back one and it would be alright. Pretty sure if I was there... went that way. Yep, that would work. So let me just determine. So that's I'm going to come up one there. That to there should be enough to get us to there. And then here perfect. Oh, Mez, I missed your comment. Sorry, I had so many fun mini challenges for the 1.0 playthrough, and one by one they got foiled by weird game design or bugs. Oh, that sucks. That really does. Okay. So then this here, straight ahead will be Nobelisks, and left will be Overflow. No, Black Powder. And this will be Pipe, and right will be Overflow. Perfect. All right. That can go. And now the output, that's what I need to sort out. And that was just going to be something very simple like that. And then that's ready to go. That'll be our Nobelisks coming in. All right. It's a bit of work to get that far, but we're getting there. Now we need the steel pipe. So we're going to here we go, this one here. I may have already made the ingots for it, but we'll worry about that in a sec. Now we need to work back to our steel pipe factory, which is I think it's that one there. Let's have a look. What do we got in this one? Okay, this is a steel beam factory. So that's this one. I don't think this is correct. I believe I may have deleted something by mistake. SAM fluctuators. Let's see if the SAM fluctuators are not working correctly. I've got a feeling they're going to be not up to par. The pipe's getting there. Why isn't that one overflowing? Oh, left is overflow. Well, look, that's a bunch of points being lost. But yes, this is needing 30 pipe per minute. So was that sinking it all along? There was, yeah. So that would be 10 each on these machines, yeah. Well, I can fix that. That was just a simple mistake. Anyone could make that mistake. A random delete. That should have copied those settings. So now it should just be a matter of going. Perfect. Well, that'll fix that issue that I never didn't believe that was set. And look, here we go. I've got one ready, one available machine. Steel pipe at 50%. Now, I think I've got a blueprint of this. Not really. Well, yeah, I want one to the left. So let's load that up and make a left version of that one. And it would be going that way. Yep. There we go. Right, that's that. Get rid of that. Go back and use that. Why? Why is it wanting to put it? No, it's not that one. It's this one. I was going to say. That was a little bit weird. Oh, that way. That one there and that one there. I think that's good. Pritoy, hello, welcome. How goes it? It goes good, thank you. We're just working on some Pulse Nobelisks. Got that to there. That's got to get run. I'm happy for it to go up high, the next height. It's got to go over to that building. Is it going to come out at that same height? Yeah, I think so. And then we'll scoot across. Can't really go there. It has to be there or there. I want to go there this time. No, actually I'm going to go... Oh, it's a tough choice. I'm going to go there. that's got to go. I've got to thread the needle here. Maybe I do go. Although it's all the way over there, so actually. What is that? The third from the top. Yeah, we might. It takes away from that. I don't want to take away from that. But when I get to here. See, that's already taken. What's going on here? Why is this doing this? So this is my sink, right? Maybe there's a better way of doing my overflow. That's actually for something there. That's overflow from that line there. Oh, you want to know something? Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough decision. But I reckon if that's overflow there, that there could go up. Yeah, that's it there. I reckon that's my answer. Does that clear that? It does. Right. Over here, okay, overflow. I'm okay with the overflow being there, but I want to get rid of it there. So yeah, so if that was here, that would work. The reason that's there like that is for future floors, but I can fix that by doing that like that. No, it's got to go. Oh, hold on. Should be that one there. That's it. All right. So now I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Now, what did that help me do in the long run? It freed up this all the way along here. Which is something I wanted. And then that, so to get that one there, I need to come behind this one here. So what I can do is that one's jumping belts. It's hilarious. That goes to there. Okay, I don't need that one there. So it's coming to there, is it? Yeah, let's bring this back. Logistics 101. That's one. The next thing I want to do is I want to go from there to there, but I want to go via that way. That's it. Meza, you really need some energy in the noggin. Coffee doesn't seem to help. Oh, Mez. I don't know if I can help you there, mate. You need a good old get up and go. So on the line. So if I do that to there, a coffin would help. I see. That's perfect. Alright, so that gets it to there. Before we go any further, let's put our sign down. And this is Pulse Nobelisks. And it is 15 per minute. Now let's follow this along and get it properly connected. About comes across here. So it's the number 3 from the top. It's time to cut across here. And so it's got to be this one here. Rightio, so that is... Where is that? That's just above. It's there. Alright, that gets to there. Now, I think over here, what I can do is I think it's there. Oh, I didn't line this up very well. Oh no, I did because of that. I did line it up very well. I'm the king of lining it up well. So that's going to come down here. I wonder if I can go straight down. I can, perfect, and then I'll just grab it. I'm stuck in getting my perception of where I need to be. I think it's there. Yep. Perfect. So I think if I go to there, that might reach. Close. Alright, let's go and now get the ingots in and get that pipe creating, and then those Nobelisks will be creating, and then it would just be the crystal oscillators. That's something I need to sort out here. That doesn't look correct. So that's one that's coming. I reckon I could fix that. That's going down there. I just don't like how that's coming around like that. So it's this one here. So why couldn't I have that there like that? Now, apart from that power cable, which, okay, fair enough. We put that there. Then that is a straight run down to here, and then it can just connect into here. Let's try that out. Let's just do that. It's Mark 2, right. So fix that.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
And then I
Thank
should
you,
come down a
Ataphasma,
second
for the
one.
raid of 10 viewers.
Oops. Oh, look out, we've got a raid coming in. Fazwa, welcome. How was your stream? Folks, if you're not following, go drop them a follow now. Takes 2 seconds. Click the love heart icon and you'll be done. Simple as that. Garden Green, welcome coming in with the raid. Thank you very much. Good to see you here. How was his stream? What did he get up to? That's good. That should be just about running dry now. It is. We're just adjusting some conveyor belts. Making a couple of changes. Tidying some stuff up, that's what I'm doing. Because that was never fixed. Right, they're running in now. Perfect. That's bone dry. Let's get rid of this. So I know I can use that now. Nice. Should be back to normal. Yep. Perfect. Alright, that's happening. It was a nice stream, thanks. I was playing Critter Cove, which is a fun, cute little game. Excellent. After getting frustrated with my Satisfactory build because I just can't make trains work for me, so I need to rip them out and put belts in. Well, belts are a guaranteed. They're always working. There's no... It's the most efficient way to run things. There's no doubt about that. Alright, I was in the process of finding out my ingots. And you know what? Looking at all this, that is a spare belt. We could run our ingots over here. Or it could come across here, but I reckon across here maybe there's a spare belt. We'll see. Unfortunately, I must be off to bed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream tonight. Bye bye, love you all. No worries, Garden. Thanks for coming into the raid, and we'll chat to you later on. So it's 50. Pulse Nobelisks. Let's have a look over here. So what I'm looking at here is I do have this spare belt here. We might reuse that. Maybe. Maybe not. We might go across that way. I don't know. We'll work it out. Let's see. Do I have... sand fluctuators, portable miners, and case industrial beams? They all look like they're in use. Yep. All of these look like they're in use. Automated wiring, motors, Nobelisks. Alright, what's on the next floor? That's steel pipe, explosive rebar, versatile framework. We might be up to making another one. Ooh. Steel beams. I think we've got another floor to go. Cluster Nobelisks. Heavy modular frame. Oh no. We may need to. Let's have a look. I may not have made them. We may be up to making them. Steel ingots. I have not made them. It looks like I have not made them. Oh dear. And it looks like... Okay, so there's 7 here. And that's... Then we're going to flip over to steel coke. So that's fine. That means... $270 coal, nearly 300 coal, 270, 285 coal. The iron shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, but the coal might be. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we are chewing through that coal. That one's not... Oh, that's a fresh unload. That's interesting. That's that one. I should be bringing in 480 coal now. That one's coming, and then there's some... It's 135. Alright, so this is doing... There's a little bit of overflow. Oh man, I've done this a couple of times now. So we've got 30. Oh! I can fix this. Yeah, actually. I made too many machines. Yeah. So what I did here... Maybe. Yep. Perfect. I can reuse one of these. Perfect. I'm pretty sure that'll fix my problem. Because I made too many and I just went, oh, we'll just underclock them. That's perfect. That'll fix my problem right now. I've just got to make sure that my 30, my 135, my 90. Another 45. That's 300. That should be fine. And then it'll only be another, for this one, we're going to make now, is another 15. Yeah. So as long as this coming in here, what's the connecting belt? That'll need to be marked for. And the iron's the same. That's a mark for, right. So were these ever running at 100? So these are running at 76. So they weren't. Now, is that because the coal is now... No, I think it was just... Alright, so I just need to make sure everything's correct. And we'll backwards work it. So here, I'm going to take away that one. Alright. This is the Nobelisk for the Pioneer. Which was this one. I want it to be 2 machines. Which means I need to set this at 33.35. And that'll be, that should be 2 machines at 100%. Is that correct? No, hold on. 33.35. That gives me 2 machines, right? So let me just fix this here. That stays the same. It's 15. That's 15. Right, so it's that one. Right. And then this one here, this is the one I actually want to be on Pulse Nobelisks. This one's 33.4%. So this one's going to be here. And this is going to be steel ingots, and it's going to output 15 per minute. do I normally put there? Each. That's the output. And then this will be I'll change the numbers in a sec. I'm just getting that. So it's 15 coal, 15 iron and 15 coal. Right. Is that how I do my output? I think so. Alright, so this now has to go here. If I was to use that belt I was talking about, that could just come to here and use that belt. And then I think I might do that, because that actually my volume went down a bit. Sorry, just fixing up my headphones. This doesn't sound right. That's better. Now it's too loud. Alright. That was in the middle. I think this has got to be here. What I'm trying to do is get that one. That's what I wanted. And then that. Do I want it there? Yeah. Okay, with that there, upgrade that there. Or downgrade. Downgrade that one. Now this is where I turn here. I'm going to go here to start off with. And then I think we'll go up one. No, and then there's no and then. We'll just leave it there and it'll never get connected. going to go to there. I think it's too short. Has and then become my line. An early lunch might help with the energy, fingers crossed. Yeah, I reckon that'll help. I've got a waffle machine to try out soon. I've got Louise to get me a waffle machine from the op shop. Nah, that's just a reference to the best of a car. Ah, right. Gotcha. Oh man, it's a very long time since I've seen that movie. Sweet, there we go. Now, I'm curious, I did have some inefficiently running machines. These ones. Although, I think I've fixed it now with that belt change. It's just not getting enough. What's not getting enough? So there should be 45 per minute. So 45 should be 135. That would mean that needs to be a Mark III there. It is. That was for the iron, not the coal though. What's going on here? There we go. That's my problem. And there's already less waste product on that line overflow, which means I just fix that. Fixed it. Get it? Fix it. Yeah, that's already improving. Sweet. Alright. So we'll get Nobelisks making now. These are all running fine. Just doing some random spot checks. That looks good. Yep, that's supposed to be like that. Yep. Alright, excellent. Now I had a training day recently where everyone had to go and sit in a theatre and watch a bunch of speakers and all that sort of crap. And one of the speakers, if I had a clicker, I would have clicked how many times they said It was a lot. Alright, I'm going to wait for that to come. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. pipe's now making. And that's going to be heading that way. That's going to take a while, but that's good. And it's starting to come out at the correct rate too. I've done this to just about every building. I must have just missed this one. Now that I've got the pipe coming in here, that'll be making the Nobelisks. The Nobelisks will be coming up here, and they will be making the Pulse Nobelisks. Now I need to get the crystal oscillators from this building here up to here. And that does mean we need to build another set of crystal oscillators. And yes, I can build them. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to build I'm going to face the output. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Because it's a good question. That is correct there. That's not going to leave me much room at that one there. Let's just have a look. Future crystal oscillator builds. Okay, so I need one for the Pulse Nobelisks, and I will need one for the one machine. No, hold on, that's 3.75 machines. What's that in? Yeah, that'd be 3 machines. Okay, we're just going to have a hole on this floor, so we'll just have for the Pulse Nobelisk 1 machine, and there'll be no more. There's no more singular Pulse Nobelisk machines setups. There's one that's 2. So I've got 3, and then 3, and then 2, 15. Holy moly. That's for the superposition oscillators. 4, 2, 7.5. In that case, yeah, we're just going to have one on this floor. One lonely So in that case, I might position it like You know what? They might fit. Nah. I will keep it. I do like it coming out this way for this one, I think. I think I might just center it. Because that makes it different to all the others. I mean, it's not a bad thing being different. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I think that looks... There's a gap of 2 on that side and a gap of 2 on that side. Put that there last. Well, this one, I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to go for that height there. So if we were to have yeah, I don't know actually. If we did 3, no, I want to do it at 2. So that I would have put them like that, I reckon. And overflow, I'll put going this way. Is that overflow over there? That's overflow there, isn't it? No, it's not. Where is the overflow? That's the overflow there. Where is the overflow? Here it is, here. Yeah, it comes down and joins on there. In that case, it will just come down and join on. So if I put that maybe there. And that would be fine, I think. So that would be and then possibly ooh. So that if that came across a bit, if that was there, like that, so did that connect? Redo that one. That's it. Perfect. And that deals with that overflow. Right, so overflow will be left. I'll deal with what the products coming in are in a minute. Overflow will be left. And this is overflow right. This will be crystal oscillators at 100%. Where's the power? Go there. Right. Now the output, that's what I want to deal with first. That's got to head back. My headphones are playing up. I think I've ruined the cable. I think I need to get another connector and re-solder the cable. Okay, so I'm going to have some crystal coming in this way, I think. And I don't mean the meth. That's the quartz crystal. I'm going to bring it in here and I'll feed it in this side here. So I should be able to, might bring it down. That'll be fine there. That'll come. Yeah, that might reach. Oh, I need to do a change in height too. That'll be there. It needs to be a one of those fancy ones. That's got it. Alright, well, so that'll be my crystal coming in. Quartz crystal. That'll go, we'll follow that back and hook, well, yeah, we'll do that. And then I'll deal with my output. Because the other ones are on the other side. I just wanted to deal with this side first, but... So you're up to here. And this is the quartz crystal factory up here. I didn't design. Yeah, did I design? I did design it well. Of course, I designed it well. All right, where's the? No, I don't need that one. Do I have a spare machine? I do not. We need to start on another floor, I think. Yeah, we do. Let's not tidy this up. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'm not going to change that. How's this going? Supply wise, we've got heaps. Did it just drop a? It does consume it. It does get consumed. Smoking, hello, welcome. Good to see you there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, now we've got heaps. We can tap off that for sure. Which means we'll start a floor up here. This is a pretty big factory, so I'm going to stick with this. There's heaps of room. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why automate Nobelisks? So they're ready to use. I can grab them whenever. This playthrough, I'm automating everything. Absolutely everything. I don't think there's anything I've not automated. Right, that'll go to there, I think. If I start it there, that should be fine. I've yeah, going to automate all of the different production lines of all the ammunitions. That's 9. I should probably do it to there. Let's get rid of these ones. Perfect. Let's get our constructor power pole. Rightio, power is over here. And we'll start off with this one. Quartz crystal. Let's have a look here. Pulse Nobelisk, 1 at 80%. Right. I'm going to... That one is... It's going to be a while before I do another one. So I'm not going to do any fancy belting at this point in time. I'm just going to bring it straight up from down below. And we'll, when I belt it later, we'll deal with it then. Oh, that's the wrong way. What's that? Yep. So I'm just gonna make that a Mark II. So I might just put a it there like that. We might even do that for a bit of fun. And then I can just do this. And that'll get it working for the moment. Oh, no. Maybe I should join it up properly. That's better. We might put a sign here. So this is Pulse Nobelisk is what it's going to be. Well, actually, for this, I'm going to put quartz crystal. And I'll put here Pulse Nobelisk. Rightio, and it's raw quartz coming in at let me just have a look at the machine rather than switch around my spreadsheet. 30 per minute. Right, now that output is going to go, we're just going to put the same one here. I think, will this reach? It's a good question. It'll reach to here, and then around the corner. Gaz, how exciting is my life? Friday night and I've been snoring at my computer screen. Oh, it's happened to all of us, Gaz. It's happened to all of us. Don't you worry. But the real question is, did you get keyboard face? That's what we're all wondering right now. Nah, just a sore neck on one side because I was half hanging off the side of the chair. Totally understand, guys. Been there, done that. Alright, so that's that sorted. Let's deal with the output. Because the output's got to go over there. So I think I'll bring it in on this side and then cut across here. So if I had it there, I think that's fine. That's there. That's the correct direction. On that, I shall be departing. Enjoy the Novus. I'll catch you next stream. No worries, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll chat to you soon. Oh, this will go nicely. If this is... Yeah, that's the next floor up. Oh no, it's got to go higher, but... yeah. It's got to go up again. It's got to go up here somewhere. So if I did it on this one, it's not the... Yeah, it's here. Hold on. What's this? Crystal oscillator. This is it here. Okay, so then I'm going to change this. Right, so then that... You can have those. Trying to... I don't want to lose. I hate just deleting stuff, so if you can dump it here... There you go. Picture. Pipes are coming in at the right rate. 2. There should be 4 before that gets to 100%. 3. Oh, wow. That pipe is coming in perfect. Alright, and this here is perfect. Almost. Almost. That there is an issue. If I was to... put that then that could still be okay there. Close, but I think coming here like that. That's better. This better. That'll do it. I'll put a bit of a support here for that. That looks better. Alright, so this is my incoming crystal oscillators. I'm going to go across there, yeah. And then that hooks up over there. Ooh. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? I'll just come one more up. Let's make sure that's correct before I commit. Yep, alright. That's a bit frustrating, but anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to adjust that by 1. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way with it. Where did I lose the direction? All the way from over there. All the way back here. Really? We're going that way. Alright. Alright, that's going up now. Alright, so that's our crystal oscillator's output. Let's go and hook it up at the other end. I wonder how these are all still going. They're still operating at 100%? They are. Oh, I love it. I love it when things just run. Alright, so this is going to go, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I didn't do it right. How's that look? Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, and that'll be the output of that. That quartz crystal still hasn't made its way here. Hold on. Yeah, what's going on? That's a bit... I know what's going on. It's connecting to... That should be right. That's not connecting into there. It is now. I'll just wait for it to run to make sure it is. And then I think that might be enough for me today. We have to still make the cable and the reinforced iron plate. That looks good. Which I believe so. See over here if we've got the copper refinery set up for it. It looks like it. That would be this one here. That would be for the cable. So we just have to make the wire and then the cable, and then the cable routes over to there. Homing ammo. Why is that? Oh, it's such a slow production rate, that's why. It is running. It's running properly. Right, so this quartz should now be feeding into here. And in a second it should start overflowing. So we'll just check that that's all working correctly. Yeah, I did define that, didn't I? I did, yeah, quartz. And once this is done, then Pulse Nobelisk will just start making, which is awesome. And our next thing is heavy modular frame. That's our next one. We need to make, modular frame, steel pipes, and encased industrial beams and screws. 720 screw a minute. Yeah, I think I've already got those screw machines set up in 2 belts. So that's 3 machines. I'm going to be making 3 machines of heavy modular frames. That's a lot of screws. That's 18 per minute. So now, when this reaches 200, we should start seeing it overflow. We should have a few more points today because the fluctuators weren't being sunk, and I fixed that. Let's see if I can position this. We should be able to see up here. That quartz crystal come out in a second. Now that that's full, there it goes. Perfect. Love it. Wow, look at all that. Look at that wire running around. It's great. Cable. Love a moving factory. Alright. I think we've had a good session today. We'll be continuing tomorrow in our next episode. We will hopefully it won't take long to get those pulse nobles automated because of all the iron ingots are already made, I think, for what I need, and all of the copper's made, so it's just a matter of just hooking up a couple of machines. Alright, 5 coupons a day. That's lovely. Right. Excellent episode today. Really happy. We're working on the Pulse Nobelisks. we set up a couple of different things. We actually set up the manufacturer for the infused iodine filters in the future, because I wanted that machine there, and then next to it I wanted to put the Pulse Nobelisk machine, and I wanted to hook up all the overflow, so that all got set up first. Then we went and set up the crystal oscillator machine, and then we got the we got the Nobelisks being made as well. We got those happening, so we had all that coming across, and because we already had the black powder being made and the steel ingots were made, so we just had to hook up the steel pipe to that. So big progress there. And then we got the quartz crystal running across, and then we ran the crystal oscillator output over to the Pulse Nobelisk machine. So all that's left now is to make the cable and the reinforced iron plate, hook them up, and it will all be making. Hopefully we'll get that finished tomorrow, we'll see, because a lot of the ingots are set up ready for that. I've just got to go and hook up the other machines and connect things. It should be pretty straightforward. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.